What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here with some more MRC action from the GT3 World Series Season 5. This is round 2 and this is the feature race at Road Atlanta. The guys are starting in the sprint finishing positions, so let's get this action underway. So you see Max starting on the pole there, and lights out and away we go! So, C-Mac from Bennett Barry, Bandit is right behind. We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1 then. No, we're not, because Bennett Barry's already got the position done. Bandit's slow on the inside there. Oh, C-Mac goes off, and someone else goes off in the background. We'll see who that is in a minute. C-Mac now slowly coming on, not trying to get into the way. I think it was Blackie that went off as well. Does he get reset? He doesn't, but Bandit's slow as well. Blackie there, trying to get back on track. Let's go back and see what happened. So, let's go on board with Blackie. Starts in 5th. Now up into 4th. Bandit there is backing out of it. Looks like it, then that causes issue with Locke. Let's go on board with Locke and see what happened. So you can see Locke there. I think Bandit might have backed out of it because of the lag. He backed out. Oh no, he's got an issue of some sort. That caused an issue with Locke banging into him, and then Blackie, obviously unlucky party there. C-Mac just went wide on turn 1, bit too much speed. Then we look further back, more action happened. Let's have a look what happened here. So Bandit gets knocked around, the lag is terrible right there. And see coming round now, so he's on the grass now. Might have had a controller disconnect then. Then he's in the side of Bandit, Catman, sorry. That's allowed C-Mac to catch up and go back round, so not a very good start for everyone involved there. Bandit's got damage. The lag is a lot more prominent than the first race. We'll have to keep eyes on that, so we'll go up to the front. Bennett Barry has now got a lead to 2nd of Jay West, followed by Dennis in 3rd. Then we've got Locke up in 4th. Jason now 5th. Craig 6th. Then we got Catman 7th. C-Mac in 8th after that horrible start for him. Bandit down in 9th. And Blackie down in 10th. So this is a 40-minute race. You have to use the soft and medium tyres for this race. Obviously fuel wear as well. We're starting on 80% fuel, so the guys will have to pit in this race at least once. There is a 1-stop and a 2-stop strategy around this track. You can make it work, so let's see what the guys decide to do. So we've got Bennett Barry on the soft tyres, Jay West on the soft tyres. Dennis has opted for the mediums for the start of the race, not a bad shout. Followed by Jason, who now goes wide. Right when I cut to him, oh no, he's on the grass again. Managed to save it, nice save there. Oh, he's sideways, now he's in the grass again. Oh, the game resets him and now he's in 9th. Unlucky for him. Blackie's already pitted from the mediums, so we'll get to where we was. Dennis has got half a second penalty. Craig is on the soft tyres. Chrissy Mac is on the mediums, right behind Craig there. Bandit is on the mediums, now down to 6th. Softs for Locke. Catman is on softs, and we've just seen Jason get it all kinds of wrong through the S's. He's on medium tyres and half a second penalty. And Blackie is in the pit still. I'm not sure what's going off there as he decided to sit this one out. We'll have to have a keep an eye on that, see what happens. But back up to the top then. Bennett Barry is setting fastest times and he's got a clear lead now. Just him in the track. Jay West 2nd place. He's looking to right the wrongs that was happened in the first race. No bad luck for him at the start this time. Dennis in 3rd. Got a little bit of gap behind him. Doing well on mediums at the minute. C-Mac now up into 4th, past Craig. He's looking to get back onto the podium after that abysmal start. Nothing wrong he did really, just carried a little bit too more speed. Obviously adrenaline running, tried to go around the outside, didn't really work, and got onto the grass. When you got on the grass, then that corner, it just sucks you right off and you're in the grass and in the wall. Craig, 5th place, not a bad start from him. Bandit, unfortunately, down to 6th now. After that weird start to the race, obviously started in 3rd. Locke now hot on the heels of him in 7th. Let's see if he's going to be able to get the overtake done into the next corner. Harsh braking down this corner now. As you come up the hill, the pit lane is on the right hand side there. You've got to watch it or you'll get a penalty for crossing the lines. Very dangerous pit entry as well when you've got people behind you. If they don't know you're pitting, it can be a bit tricky. Coming up and over a crest. Catman in 8th. Jason now in 9th, and Blackie is still in the pits. I'm guessing he has an issue with the car. So Pit has told him to box and retire the car, unfortunately. He might come back out later in the race, but he's now a couple of laps down. So now it looks like we have a battle between Dennis, C-Mac and Craig. So C-Mac has caught that gap up to Dennis. Oh, you got Craig going a little bit wide there on the back end, stepping it out. Now we head down at the back straight then towards the last couple of corners on the lap. Through the left, through the right of the chicane, and now up the hill. You've got to watch the acceleration zone. You can easily step it out, come over the crest, down the hill. It's a long right-hander, flip the curb on the inside and across the line. It's a 122.8 to Bennett Barry's 119. He's absolutely flying on this track. Jay West in 2nd, then all on his own. But we've got this battle hotting up here. We've got Dennis, we've got C-Mac, we've got Craig. Then it's a bit of no man's land to back to Bandit. Then we've got Catman and Locke is behind him. We have lost Jason, unfortunately. He's had to retire the car as well. So unfortunate for him, he's decided to call it a day on this one. We'll go back up to the front. Then we've got Bennett Barry on his own. Then we've got Jay West still in 2nd, holding firm. C-Mac now is past Dennis. Let's see if we can catch that overtake. We certainly can. So coming down to these two right-handers, quick succession, gets on the inside. Doesn't quite make it this time, but he's got the inside for the next corner. Dennis gives him room on the exit, and it's an easy pass for C-Mac. Up into 3rd he goes. Now he's going to try and hunt Jay West down. Let's see if he can. He's on the mediums compared to Jay West softs. They're about the same fuel. Jay West has got a little bit more fuel than him. Dennis just over a tank. Same with Craig. Obviously these guys on the soft and mediums. Craig should be able to get a overtake done on Dennis. Similar sort of pace, but the medium tyres are a little slower as expected. Craig, sorry. Can he get the inside as we go up the hill? He can't. Got to stick behind him. Let's come now through this tight little section here. Got to watch that curb. If you get on too much, it will fly, make you fly, and you will get a penalty for your trouble as well. Now we come through the S's. Got to be careful not to get on the grass, especially here. Braking zone here, uphill. Watch the exit. You don't want to be on that curve too much. You will get a penalty. Let's come now down through the double right-hander. This one is slower as it tightens up on the exit. Clip the curb as you leave the corner. Then that corner is everything as it leads all the way down to the next corner through this straight. You've got the penalty zone as well. There it is. Very costly penalty zone on this track because you're mid-straight, full speed, down into braking zone. Use those white lines on the track as a braking reference. We got, oh, it's just Bandit lagging. Oh, Craig, no, Craig! Let's see what happens there. So coming, oh, he just goes too wide, gets on the curb on the grass, and around he goes. Nice recovery though. A little bit of a spin for the fans there, but that's lost him some time to Dennis and allowing Bandit to catch that gap up now. Won't have done his tyres any good either, but great recovery from the spin. It's always nice when the drivers decide to do a little pirouette for the fans, keep them entertained. And we got someone else off. It's Locke. Oh no, Locke's got major damage there. So let's see what happens here. Does he just go too wide? He does. Gets on that grass and straight into the barrier. Look at the damage he's got. Unfortunately for Locke, that could be the end of his race. By the time the damage does repair itself, yes, we have cars with nanotechnology repairing the cars. Tiny little robots. Takes about 20 seconds to repair the car from a major collision. He's going to lose all that time. Look at the time he's lost now, unfortunately. But still only 9 drivers. He's still going to get top 10 points. So please carry on, Mr. Locke. Blackie is still in the pits. So Bennett Barry still in first. We're edging closer to the 10-minute mark. And pit stop cycle. Jay West in second still, followed by Chrissy Mack in third, who's hunting him down. Dennis holding firm in fourth. Craig now trying to close that gap back up to him, but those soft tyres have suffered a great deal of damage from that spin he had. So he's in 5th place, followed by Bandit right behind him in 6th place. Then we've got Catman in 7th now, all on his own. Then we've got Locke behind in 8th place. So we'll go back up to the front. There's not really no battles going on now. Soft tyre is starting to struggle. We're probably going to go on board with him in as he comes around to end the lap. We'll do a lap on board with Bennett Barry. And hopefully he won't pit or bin it. He gets on the curb there. Right, let's change the camera in this weird little VGT Group 3 car and have some fun. So as you can see, we're hitting 150 as we go into the braking zone, down to 110-ish. Then we go up the hill. Going to keep on the left-hand side here, clip that curve, then braking down into, clip the curve on the inside into the little chicane there. Then head down through the S's. A little bit of a lift there. Watch this curve here. You don't want to brake on the grass as he gets on the grass a little bit. Clips the exit curb there, not too much. Traction control working overtime right there. Oh, he gets a half second, so he did go onto the curb a little bit too much. This is what I'm on about. You've got to be careful as we now head into the second of the 2 right-handers onto the straight. He is going to serve the penalty this lap. Perfect timing for a lap on board with him. And you see now kills the acceleration and back down to 120. Now he's going to speed up again. They funded down to the chicane at the end of the lap. Dip it into the left. Then into the right and up the hill. Watch the acceleration as it goes wide. Oh no! Commentator's curse. Gets on the grass. Managed to recover pretty quickly. And we come to finish the lap. It's a 123, not the best lap. Right, I think we'll leave Bennett Barry now to his own devices. Don't want to curse him anymore. As we now look at Jay West. He's coming round turn 1. Perfect line through the corner there. He's got C-Mac right behind him now. He can see him in his mirrors. There he is, Mr. C-Mac. That Lexus is thundering around the track. He definitely got the pace. He's set the fastest lap of a 1:19.7. Last lap was a 1:20.1, so he's the fastest man on track right now. Craig now in 4th. Dennis has fallen down to 6th, unfortunately. But you can see he's got less tyre wear than these guys with the softs. These guys will have to pit soon. We'll go push them through about 15 minutes on this track before they lose too much speed. At the minute it's manageable, but they are going to be losing traction and losing him overall pace around the lap. You see he's already 4 attempts as Bennett Barry pits. So Bennett Barry's in the pits. So Jay West and Chrissy Mack will go through. It's Craig now. Is Craig going to pit? No pit for Craig. Bandit's going to go through as well, as is Dennis. Catman just coming through the chicane towards the end of the lap. We're going to go back up to these three though. This is where the battle is at the minute. Dennis right behind these two. Bandit's light is not helping the matters. Fortunately, nothing we can do about that. Just have to grin and bear it. Obviously for him everything looks fine, but for the other guys it can be off-putting, especially with the side-by-side. As we now head to the two right-handers, you see Jay West and C-Mac just in front in 1st and 2nd. Catman's in the pits as well now in 8th place. Let's head back up to this battle. Craig still leading away from Bandit. Dennis is falling a little bit behind now of these two in 5th place. As you see, is Bandit going to try for an overtake here? He's not going to send it this time, just follows him through. He is on the mediums compared to Craig's softs. Is he going to pit this time? Oh, Dennis has had an issue. Let's have a look what happened there. I believe he probably just went wide on the grass coming through, but yep, gets on the grass there, hits the curb, clatters the curb. Unfortunately doesn't have a good recovery like Craig did. Hits the wall a couple of times. There's Bennett Barry coming through. Is he going to decide to pit? Yep, he does. He comes in the pits. Unfortunate for Dennis. That's a stroke of bad luck there we didn't want to see. But we'll go back up to the front, near the front then. 4th place Bandit still following Craig in 3rd. Then we got C-Mac right behind Jay West now. So C-Mac on mediums to West's soft tyres. We're going 2 by 2. He's squeezing him right over to the right hand side. Great racing from these two. C-Mac is on 1st, but he's side by side. There he goes. He goes through. Jay West is now going to send it in the corner. Great overtake from Jay West. Just licks it, sends it. Letter posted. So we come round now to start lap 13, and Jay West is still holding on to that 1st position from where C-Mac. Obviously this is not going to help C-Mac's tyres at all. Now come through the little chicane now at the top of the hill. As you see, Craig is now pitting, so that releases Bandit up into 3rd. Now come through the S's, over the crest, up the hill. Now back down towards the two right-handers for the back straight. Still holding firm, but C-Mac is low on fuel, so he's going to have to pit. Unfortunately, Jay West's tyres are suffering, but his fuel is absolutely gorgeous at the minute. Couple of laps left for him. So we'll just quickly go through the field. Bandit in third now on his own. We've got Bennett Barry now up into fourth after a pit cycle. Fifth for Locke, but he's going to have to pit soon. Now look at those tyres. Craig now coming out the pits and has a penalty for pit line, unfortunately. Dennis in seventh is now on the soft tyres after pitting. Catman is on the mediums and Blackie is still in the pits, but we've still got a battle as Chrissy Mack gets past Jay West round the final corner. Let's just rewind and see how this happens. So we got Jay West coming through the chicane now, gets on the grass a little bit, slows him down. Oh, has half a spin, nearly in the pits there. That's what allowed Chrissy Mack to get through. So position change then up at the front. Chrissy Mack is now in the lead, but he's certainly going to have to pit this lap. Jay West could go one more lap, potentially. We'll have to see how much he can save. He is short shifting, so he might be able to go for one more. So we'll keep an eye on that. Bandit in third on his own still, as we've got these two still. Oh, half a second for Jay West, unfortunately. Will he have to serve that on this lap? I think he will. Yep, he will. So that nulls this battle for the minute then. Bennett Barry in fourth, a little ways away from a Bandit, but Bandit and Jay West obviously still need to pit, and so obviously likewise Chrissy Mack as well. So he should be back in the first after the pits cycle through. Locke in fifth, low on fuel, and that front left is not looking great at all. Dennis then a little bit of ways to Locke in fifth. That's a sizable gap, but he should be able to catch up to him and pass him when he pits. Craig, 7th place. We got Catman in 8th, and Blackie is still in the pits. So Chrissy Mack has pitted. Jay West has gone for another lap, like I predicted. Let's see what Bandit does. Bandit goes for another lap too. We've got a spinner. It's Catman. Let's have a look what happened there. Oh, he gets resets for his trouble as well. Not a great time at the minute for Catman in the V-dub. Oh, just takes too much grass on that corner. That sends him onto the other side with the grass and then onto the other side of the track again. Obviously, you got leaders coming through and then it just resets him anyway. Could have recovered it, but the game doesn't like cars going off the track. So unfortunately he gets reset and to sweep, and with a half second penalty as well. So back up to the front then, eyes on Jay West as he comes around the two right-handers and is probably going to pit at the end of this lap. He managed 20 minutes into the race on those soft tyres. Great showing from Jay West with the tyre wear there. 15 laps halfway into the race. This is going to be an easy one stop for him. We've got Bandit in second. He's around into the grass and wall. Unfortunate for Bandit there. He's now going to come under fire from Bennett Barry, who's already pitted. Can Bennett Barry make these tyres last until the end of the race, or will they have to pit again? So Bennett Barry now into second as Jay West now pits. Let's see where he comes out in relation to Bennett Barry. As we've lost somebody else as well. We've lost Catman. Catman's decided to call it a day. So there's Bennett Barry coming through. Jay West is just fueling up. Bandits into the pits as well, so where's C-Mac going to come out in relation to West? West is just coming out of the exit now. And there's C-Mac right in front of him, so it's close between these two. C-Mac is on the softs, mediums for Jay West. This is interesting now. Let's see if C-Mac can save those tyres to the end of the race. Dennis now into fourth. We've got Lock, Bandit and Blackie in the pits. Blackie's been there. We don't need to obviously see where Blackie's coming out, but Bandit comes out in 6th, then right behind Craig. So the battle resumes between these two now. Bandit on the soft, Craig on the mediums. Let's see if Bandit can mount a charge with those softer tyres. Lock has got a pit lane penalty as well of 3 seconds. Struggling at this track, but he's still going to get 7th placed if he doesn't make any more positions off. So still good points. We'll go back up to the top then. Bennett Barry now leading the way from C-Mac. Sizable 15 seconds between the two. J West just behind C-Mac in 3rd. Then we've got Dennis in 4th. Still doing good. Had a spin obviously at the top of that hill a couple of laps ago. But I think he might have to pit again. That fuel and tyres aren't going to last till the end of the race. Craig in 5th, coming through in 5th. Bandit 6th, right behind him. And then we got Lock in 7th. Not really any battles going on at the minute. As we flick through, the closest battle is probably here between Craig and Bandit. Craig just got half a second. If Bandit doesn't get a penalty, he's surely going to be able to get an overtake on Craig. And swap positions between these two. As we're now over halfway into the race, 23.5 minutes. Through the right-hander. You see Bandit gets a better exit out of that corner onto the straight. Craig pulls over to the side to serve his penalty. That's going to release Bandit up into 5th place. The black Ferrari thunders down the straight into the chicane. Now coming through the last final corner. Sets a 120.6, not a bad time. Dennis still in 4th. J West in 3rd against Chrissy Mack in 2nd. Bennett Barry though leading the way. And he's going to start lapping cars at the back. Lock in 7th is going to be coming under fire from Bennett Barry soon. Gets fully on the curb there in that last final corner. Gets on the grass as well. That's going to help his tyres. I think he's just cruising now to the end of the race. Craig in 6th, lost some time to Bandit with that penalty. Dennis in 4th is now getting caught by Bandit, but he's going to have to come in the pits soon in the next few laps. J West in 3rd, still just following Chrissy Mack, biding his time, hoping that his tyres fall off. We've just got under 15 minutes to go. Bennett Barry in 1st, still in the number 69 Hot Wheels car, still leading the way. Got a lovely gap behind him. Just clicking those laps off, saving the fuel, saving the tyres. See Matt now coming through the second of the right-handers onto the straight. Then we got J West just right behind him. A couple of seconds adrift for these two. Dennis now coming down. His attempt slower of his personal best. Has now come through first of the two right-handers, then break into the second one. And gets on the curb on the exit, and down the straight we go. Number 11 Lexus. Bandit in 5th. Still a bit of a gap to Dennis in 4th. But he's trying to save that them tyres. Not sure if he's got the fuel to the end. Doesn't look like he's going to have the fuel, to be honest. Craig, he's definitely got the fuel to the end, if he can save it. And then we got Locke in 7th. Nicest tyres and fuel of anybody on track right now. We go back to up front. Dennis has pitted now from 5th place on the softs. Let's see where he comes out. He's probably going to come out in 6th place. I'm not sure if Locke can get to him in time. It's going to be a lot closer than it was though. We'll have to keep around the progress of Locke, see if he can catch Dennis up, put some nice laps in. He's only a straight behind him. Dennis comes out the pits and he's got a free second. That's going to give Locke an advantage right there. And if Dennis gets any more penalties, then that's going to give him even better advantage. He's going to at least lose about 4 seconds as it currently stands. It's probably about, I'd say, 5 seconds between these two, so if that. So we'll just keep an eye on this at the minute. You see Locke has no penalties so far. He's coming around the second right-hander. Can he get near Dennis before he serves his penalty? Which he's about to do right now. Locke thundering down. He's going to have the speed that Dennis doesn't have. Is he going to be able to get him? Yep, there he goes. Goes round the outside of him. He's up into 6th place. Into the chicane we go. Keep the acceleration down. Don't make a mistake now. He does make a mistake. He gives the place back to Dennis. So, got the position. Unfortunately, went a little bit wide. I told you that corner's tricky, especially with the crest as well. Right on the corner. Got to be careful of the acceleration zone up the hill as well. So, see now if we can try and get back on the rear end of Dennis and get past him. As Dennis is on fresh rubber compared to Locke's medium tyres, but Locke is right behind him. Come now into the double right-handers. Oh, Locke a bit squirrely off the corner there. Managed to get the speed down though. He's in the slipstream trail of Dennis as we thunder down the straight. You can see Bennett Barry just in the distance. These two will be lapped at some point if Bennett Barry can catch them. So status quo between these two now then. Oh, a little bit of sideways action from Locke there, coming out of the chicane there. Up the hill, through the last corner. So we'll check out what's happening up front. So we got Bennett Barry then still in 1st place, followed by Chrissy Mack, who is catching him on those softs, but he's burning through them. Look at the tyre wear on his tyres already. As we enter the last 10 minutes of this race. Jay West still biding his time in 3rd, looking after his stuff, looking after his tyres. Half a tank of fuel left. I think he's definitely gonna have enough fuel and tyres to the end of the race. Is this gonna pay off for him? Bandit in 4th. Then we got Craig in 5th. A little bit of gap between these two now. Then we got Dennis in 6th. Still Locke behind him, but Locke struggling a little bit now on those medium tyres. He's going to hope the same. Can he look after his stuff and get past Dennis before the end of the race? Bennett Barry now has Chrissy Mack right behind him. So as we thunder down the straight then, Chrissy Mack is faster at the minute, but his tyres are going to suffer. 121.0 on the last lap for Bennett Barry, a 120.0 for Chrissy Mack, 121.1 for Jay West. So C-Mac is faster at the current minute. We're heading closer to that 40-minute mark, which will be the end of the race. Let's see what tyres. Yeah, Bennett Barry's on the medium tyres. He's got quarter of a tank left to the softs. Oh, he's just had a little bit of a excursion on the grass there, so the grass being kicked up doesn't really seem to have slowed him down a little bit. That gap looks to be shrinking though, as Bennett Barry now comes out the second of the right-handers. You see C-Mac is now in his slipstream trail, and then we got Jay West calmly coming through the last couple of corners there. Just look at him, just saunter down, no issues, no emergencies, just looking after his fuel and tyres. He's gone for a Sunday drive at the minute. Bandit in fourth, then coming around the two right-handers. Lag still playing havoc. Look, there's no one behind him to cause an issue. There's Craig in fifth. Then we got Dennis in sixth. Now built that gap back up to Locke. Locke struggling now in the last part of this race. And Black is still in the pits. He's probably gone for a tea and a burger. Right, back up to the front. Bennett Barry still now coming under increased fire from Chrissy Mack. Chrissy Mack getting ever closer, but the tyres are shrinking away now. He is going to start to suffer at some point, whether he's going to have to pit in the last few minutes or he's just going to have to deal with it. But he's right behind Bennett Barry now. When are his tyres going to fall off? You can see the gap on the track map between Chrissy Mack and Jay West. Jay West just taking it easy. C-Mac trying to get past Bennett Barry, doing anything he can. He's got the fuel to do it. Bennett Barry might not have the fuel to do it, so he's going to have to start sipping that fuel right about now if he doesn't want to pit again. Goes defensive into turn one as Chrissy Mack now is just sizing him up. He's going to be smart about this. Do not cook them tyres any more than they already are, because they're about to die. It's come now through the S's. A little bit of a grass kick up. Oh, that might be a penalty there. It looked close. As he goes now down on the inside. Can't get the move done yet. As Bandit now pits in for another set of tyres for the end of the race. He needs fuel. We'll go back up to the front then. This is our closest battle at the minute. We've only got 7 people on track. Unfortunately, I had Mr. Catman and Jason call it a day on this race. So we go into the chicane for the 26th time of asking now as we come up the hill through the crest. Bennett Barry, fuel is depleting. We've got 4 minutes of this race left. We come now through the first turn. Chrissy Mack still on the back of him, but his tyres are dwindling. That front left is not looking happy at all. Jay West now starting to catch a little bit through those S's. And Bennett Barry's got half a second. This is surely going to give the first place to Chrissy Mack right now. Can he get him before then? He's going to have to save the fuel like crazy. He's in short shift ultra mode right now. Doing anything he can to hold up Chrissy Mack there. As he now comes down, thunders down the straight to the penalty zone. Chrissy Mack is going to be released up into first. There he goes. Past Bennett Barry. Bennett Barry's done an exceptional job at defending there, but I'm afraid he's probably going to have to pit as we've got Bandit going slow. Bandit is out of fuel. I don't think Bandit took fuel on the last pit stop. So, interesting development for Bandit there. Unfortunately, he's going to be in 7th now. That puts Luck into 6th. And Dennis up into 5th. So, unfortunate for him. Not sure what happened there. But Bennett Barry is now on the last fringes of that fuel tank. Still got first after the issue with Bandit going slow there. Chrissy Mack got caught up in it. But look at those tyres now, and look, there's West right behind. Jay West has done the hard bit. He's had the patience to go slower than the two in front. Now look at him, he's sitting pretty in third with Chrissy Mack and Bennett Barry just in front of him. As Chrissy Mack goes off track again, he's almost got no tyres left. Bennett Barry on almost fumes now. He's certainly either going to have to pit for this final lap, or he's just going to have to run out of fuel and hope he can get to the end of the lap here. Chrissy Mack is going to be in trouble right now, as Jay West has caught up so much time in this final lap. There he goes into second. Jay West has done the work and it's paid off for him. Can he get Bennett Barry in first? This is all about to change. Bennett Barry's going to have to go ultra slow for this final lap now. Chrissy Mack going slow. He's got no tyre left now. He's going to have to take these corners exceptionally slow and careful. Bennett Barry's on the grass. That's surely going to be a penalty right there. You see Jay West right on the back of him. There he goes. Half a second penalty for Bennett Barry. It's all falling apart in the last stage of the race, unfortunately for him. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. Let's just have another look at that. If there was no touch, then fair play, but it looks like there was a little bit of a tap there. You see Jay West right behind him. Coming through the corner. Yep, there was a tap there. And Jay West does the honourable thing and waits for Bennett Barry to come on track. They must have told him just to go on with it. So Bennett Barry then now half a second, and he's going to come under fire from Chrissy Mack. Low fuel. Jay West up into the lead. Great showing from him. We've got another person dropped out. Looks like Bandit has decided to call it a day then. Bennett Barry and Chrissy Mack coming under fire now. Jay West comes through. Bennett Barry now on the inside. Is he going to be able to get C-Mac? He is, but the fuel is the issue. Jay West comes across the line and wins the race. Bennett Barry in second, followed by C-Mac in third. Jesus, what a race. Craig now coming down the straight. He's going to come home to finish in fourth. But behind we've got Dennis, and Locke is right behind him. Both on low fuel. Is Dennis going to be able to make it to the end of the race? Craig's going to come round the fuel last corners and finish up in fourth. Good result for him. Good job. Here though, we need to keep an eye on this. Fifth and sixth. How is it going to happen here? I think Dennis has lost. No, he's still got fuel just a little bit. Can he make it to the end of the lap? Still got power, and he finishes in 5th. Locke comes in 6th. Great recovery drive from him to finish, and we've got Blackie is going to finish in 7th. Unfortunately unable to make, but what a result for J West. Comes from saving his tyres and fuel, gets the pass on the last lap, and gets the win. Great showing from him. Vinnie Barry 2nd, Chrissy Mack in 3rd. Unfortunately, tyre strategy did not work out for him. Great fuel saving from Binit Barry, who literally finishes with nothing in the tank. 4th for Craig, 5th for Dennis, and then 6th for Locke and Blackie in 7th. Wow. Well, with that race done, guys, I shall update you on the points next week after the 60-minute race around Autopolis. But until then, I'm Crazy Brit. Goodbye.